Easter bunnies, look, they laid eggs. But those eggs hatch chickens. I don't understand. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Monotonous Minecraft, episode 41. How's it going? I'm doing this voice again. Why am I doing it? Okay. I am at, as you can tell by me walking backwards nowhere, I'm at the edge of my world. And the little slidey slide stuff behind me should give you a hint about what we're building today. A little ice farm. How little? I don't know. I've cleared out quite a bit of space here. This is my only kind of like ice biome area, which means I should be able to build an ice farm at sea level. Well, I'll be slightly above sea level, rather than, way up there somewhere. I don't even know. There are certain biomes where, like, I don't think even high up in the desert ice will form, but most of the ones that give you any kind of green grass, you should have ice be able to form up at like level 160 or above, something like that. I don't remember. I just know that it keeps forming in other places I've done it. But down here, where the bunch of ice has been cleared out, so where all this ice was, like, here's something weird. You can't place anything on the edge of the world. You can't break anything on the edge of the world. But if you put a torch here, the ice will melt. Weird. Anyway, so let's, if we run over here real quick, we can see this is, this large expanse, oh, it's already getting dark. This large expanse of ice here is pretty much what a big chunk of this was. Also, fun fact, if you're playing this world for any reason, under here, giant, what are those things called that I hate? I've talked about before because I keep coming across them and I hate them. Not a crevasse, that's not what they call them here. Canyon? Do they call them canyons? Anyway, giant hole in the ground. Like long, stretchy hole. I can never remember the names of things, we know this. Let me go to sleep real quick here, and we should be able to build this ice farm pretty quick. I'm doing nothing fancy. Oh my gosh, the one that Impulse is building on a sky block is insane. No, wait, not Impulse. Sorry, Skizzleman, that was you. Impulse built a stone farm. The one that Impulse with some of dang it, I said it again. The one that Skizz built with Impulse's help was this crazy thing that builds up a giant cube of ice that you can then easily harvest. I'm going for the old tray style because, yeah, whatever. Oh, you know what? Maybe later on, I'd forgotten one of the updates that, PC 114 just came out with. One of the changes was that, I don't know how I'm designing this, so right now, do I want to do that? Anyway, one of the changes in 114 was that TNT no longer blows up like all the stuff. Like if you for instance were going to climb to the top of a mountain, lay some TNT down and ignite it somehow so it explodes, none of the blocks are lost. They're just turned into entities so you can pick everything up. That was a change that happened in 114 for PCs. I have no idea, sorry about the spinning, I have no idea if that's going to be the case for PS4 or not. So if I have time, meaning if I don't screw around too much babbling while I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing, then I'm going to test it out. Is that big enough? That's probably too big. And this is not counted out at all. Good. I'm already playing well. Okay, so the key to an ice tray. The biggest part is you don't want, I should be able to build this big. You don't want it to, all the ice to be lost. You don't want all the water to be frozen, is what I'm trying to say. So, in order to do that, you need to keep, there's a couple ways of doing it. You can either keep like a diagonal of water from one corner to the other, like covered up so it doesn't freeze, or you can do the same thing with two edges that touch each other, so not across from each other. You'll see what I mean, because that's what I'm doing. I'm not going to do diagonal because I like to just be able to do it right there, you know. hide the water, let the ice form, break away, no problem. And I wasn't going to do this with wood. Why am I not doing this with wood? I could do the bottom in stone. Yeah. Okay, so this is not going to be right because I don't have enough space there. Dang it, chicken. Also lost. So these are 7 apart, so that's 7, 21, 22. And these are not because they're not quite right. So 430 minus 22 is 408-ish. Which is going to be... But it says it's there, but that's not right. We know it's not right because it's too short, which means I need to... Wait, 1 short or 2 short? 2 short. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I think it's 1 short. We'll figure it out. Or we won't. Whatever. So let's do already wrong again. So what I'm doing is just trying to put down the base that we'll use for the ice farm. And so that way we can go over here and do this bit. Go over here. Dang it, this thing is... Oh, look at that. This place is lousy with animals. I'm going to do it 1 up off the ground for no other reason than, well, you know, I've already placed all these torches and why waste them, you know? So what this is going to mean, so what I'm going to do is... Yeah, we're doing ice. I'm not too worried about doing wood. So we're going to build a giant platform that's square, and square is important. We'll kind of touch on it a bit, but basically, remember, you can do infinite source water by having kind of either a diagonal available or just 2 sides, or, well, you know, the 2 apart from each other. But I'm going to do this side and that side, and as long as they're the same length, then it'll make all these water sources infinite down to here, based on just having 2 a row and a column of water. But what I'm going to do now, so here, let's do what I didn't do. Let's not do what I did. Run! Oh, parkour! Okay, so this is going to be our tray like this, and I'll just build out a little part of it to kind of give you an idea. And it's a nice tray, not like, you know, an old house or anything, but whatever. So we're going to do this. There's going to be a bunch of water all in here, and on this row and on this column, we're going to put in slabs so that they don't freeze. Because in order to freeze, the water has to be open to the sky. And so when these are kept as liquid, we break up all of the ice that's in them, and then it magically flows back in and becomes water, and then we start over again. And this is going to be large and a pain in the butt to harvest, but I've got depth strider, so it won't push me everywhere, and I should be fine. So let me build this platform, tray if you will, and I'll be back. Okay, so I got carried away and built the entire thing. Turns out it's really quick and easy. You can see ice is already forming. So what'll happen, whoa, that was weird. So what I've got here, as I mentioned before, is there's water sources underneath these slabs. And so that way when all of these freeze, I can break all the ice. So all this out here that I can wandering around in will freeze, but the water sources under here won't. And then once you break all the ice, they'll reform to do this 1 sheet of water, which will freeze again. And And I know that'll happen because all I did for water sources was place them along each line, and boom, there they are. It's kind of weird how this works. It looks from the outside like it's like floating thin sheets of ice. So in lieu of watching, the actual important part of the build, which was the water and the slabs and whatnot. Whoops. Let's build my staircase up here. It must have been square because it worked out for me. I don't know. Maybe it didn't have to be squared. Maybe it had to be a rectangle. I think for design, I'm going to find that this bit of a mountain here is in my way. So let's kind of fix this. Still great to hear. I mean, I know a lot of people like the sound of breaking snow or glass or ice, but to me it's the sand. Maybe that's because I don't have to have a beacon in order to do instant mine with sand or sand. Dirt. Sand seems to work slower than dirt, really. Okay, so boo. Oh, you know what? I was gonna break it, but let's keep that. That kind of looks cool. That looks cool. Do that, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then the same thing. Do I need to do that? Not really. I mean, I don't need to do a lot of it, but I am. And this will give me a nice little path up there. I do want to double it up though. Let's do that. Does that double it up? No, widen it. I want to widen it. That's what I want to do. That way I can walk up here and boom. Let's see, I can climb in here, just go with my silk touch. Yeah, I probably should have built this out of wood just in case. Oh god, I gotta stop doing that. It scares me. But you know what'll happen if I, it's because I keep trying to run. I'm so used to running everywhere. But what'll happen if I bust out one of the walls is it'll flood, it'll destroy all my torches, and I'll have to put them all down, and I'll just rebuild the walls out of wood. No big deal. Yeah, I mean, I already had a little bit of ice, but I've got a lot more now. So cool. Let me collect all this dirt. And then you know what I'm going to do? Let's do what I talked about. Ooh, let's walk up here. Hold on. Hold on. I would say it's a thumbnail, but I should have left all the ice there. Anyway, I'm going to go over to the other side, to the middle, get some TNT, and let's see if we can test whether or not that change has been sent or brought to PS4 yet. How about that? Sounds fun. Whee! Check back in a bit. Alright, I grabbed a little bit of TNT, got my flame bow. Let's see what we can do here. Let's put this on, let's put this on some, whoops, stone. And what we're looking for, I get some more ice forming. What we're looking for is about enough entities to equal the hole that it created. Well, that was a weird explosion, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't know. Looks like it's not working. Or, working like it has been. It's hard to tell how much dirt it was. Let's go over to that island and see what happens with the sand. Let's have some fun. Let's blow some stuff up. I don't know if I ever point this out before. So this goes down to a ravine. That's what they're called. Way down there. And occasionally, when I'm kind of standing over here, Mobs will form, hostile mobs will spawn down there, then they'll pop up. So every once in a while, in the middle of the day, I'll see a creeper bobbing up here. It's so weird. So that didn't look like it produced a lot. Let's try to blow up a tree. Which is, by the way, my favorite way to take down the jungles. Whoops. There we go. Oh, that was a good explosion. Sticks. Sticks, sticks, sticks. Why is there a stick? There was a reason for that, and I can't remember what it was. Something about something blowing up and creating sticks. Not blowing up, but dropping. Maybe? Was that a new thing? I don't remember. It seemed so inconsequential I didn't bother remembering what it was talking about. Oh well. Well, since we got one more thing of TNT here, we might as well take out a little bit more of this space. Maybe not underneath. Yeah, here. Let's... Boom. Right there where it'll do some good. That's very purpley now. The squid ink is also very purpley now. Easter bunnies, look, they laid eggs. But those eggs hatch chickens. I don't understand. Yeah, the squid ink is very purple now too in the part of the texture pack with version 1.9 here on PS4. Yeah, see, I mean, it created cobble as opposed to stone, and I assume it would be stone otherwise. So yeah, I guess that feature hasn't come to PS4 yet, which is too bad. Because I'd like to blow up these dirt mountains instead of digging them all up. Oh well, whatever. Let's eat some food. Let's see if we can get our screenshot here. Oh yeah, that's much better. Here, let's do this. And whoops, spin around this way. And then we hold my silk touch so it looks all cool. Back up a little. And let's do it a little bit this way so we can see the horizon in the background. Ooh. Alright, everybody. As always, like, comment, subscribe. I'll talk to y'all later.